Hello and welcome to the transcription explanation of this design. It was done using Loren Sherman script, which uses a combination of dots and lines on these 4 different stems to make our consonants. And vowels are a bit trickier. They're these smaller circles, and they have different positions depending upon if they're attached on the word circle or on one of these 4 consonant stems. And this little key here is all possible combinations of vowel and consonant teams. So this is an A by itself, just on the word circle line, which would be outside. This is a BA because this is a B stem. Then a JA because this is a J stem. A TA because T stem. And a THA because TH stem. So let's go ahead and hop to this design. Oh, and there's punctuation. There's no punctuation in this design. So yeah, doesn't really matter for this. So anyway, you read the script bottom counterclockwise. So we're going to start at the bottom here. And the toughest part in my styles is often finding the word circles. So this is just a circle. And it's made from the lines on this stem here. So this isn't a word stem because you don't see any of these notable things on this. So this is our first word here. So here's the bottom of that word circle, and this is the first stem we hit. And it's a deep divot, so we're in this row. Let's count up the lines that end on it. So this, 1, 2, 3. Because these lines, they can curve or be straight, it doesn't matter. So they're just pretending to be circles here. But 1, 2, 3 lines and a vowel. Those 3 lines make it an F, and then we always read the consonant and then the vowel. So this vowel's read next, and it is like a bead on a string on that consonant stem. So look at the consonant stems, and then O's are like a bead on a string attached to it. And if we check here, yep, that's what it looks like. So FO, continuing around here, we have a shallow divot. So we're in this row, and it's got 1, 2, 3 dots by it. So that's an R, and lines that pass through do not count. So anyway, this one passes through, so it doesn't count. Then we have another deep divot, just like this one, and it's got 1 line on it, so that's a G. And then we have another vowel on the line of the word circle. So here's the word circle line, and then an E's on it. So not to be confused like an O, which is on the line of the consonant stem, and E, I, and U are on the line of the word circle, while O's and A's are not. So anyway, there's an E. So F-O-R-G-E, so forge. Here's our next word. Here's our first stem. It's a circle on the line of the word circle, and it's got 2 dots. So that is a Y with an O on it, just like that O. So like that, Y-O. And then here we have this vowel. It's got a line going outwards, so that is so this would be going inwards. This would be going outwards. It's hard to tell because this is a straight line. It makes more sense here where I's go inwards, U's go outwards, and this goes outwards, so it is a U. So Y-O-U, and then continuing around here, we have another shallow divot with 1, 2, 3 dots. So that's an R, so your. And this one's next, and this one's the trickiest word here because I do this kind of weird thing here. But anyway, here's the bottom of the word circle, and it's got an O, a little circle inside the word circle, because inside the word circle line, inside, outside, O, continuing around. Here we have a shallow divot that kind of extends outside the word circle. So it's a shallow divot because it doesn't curve back in on itself. If it's 50% or less of an arc, then it is a shallow divot. If it starts to curve back in on itself, then it's a deep divot. And this is still a shallow divot because it's still less than 50% completed, but it does go outside the word circle. So it's kind of tricky to tell if this is a line or it's the word circle. Same thing here. But anyway, this is the word circle line, so it doesn't count. This is the second half of the word circle line, and it doesn't count. But this counts because it's not a word circle line, and it ends on it. And this counts because it's not a word circle line. So 1, 2 lines. So that's the trickiest little bit here. 1, 2 lines. Makes that a W. Continuing around here, we have our last letter. It's a circle inside the word circle, so it's in this row, and it's got 1 line, so it's an N. So O-W-N, or own. And then we have this last one, bottom, 1, 2 lines. So that's a P. Continuing around here, we have an A outside the word circle, and then a TH on the line of the word circle. So path. So forge your own path.